Hello everyone, my name is Frida and today I have my January book haul. I don't know why I did this Christmas is only about a month ago, but I bought some books. Yeah, I bought 9 books, um, one of which hasn't arrived yet, so it should have arrived about 2 weeks ago, I think. But I contacted the Amazon seller and I'm getting a replacement. So yeah, that was Room by Emma Donoghue, which probably everyone knows what it's about. It's about the small boy who lives in this room with his mother, and this is all he knows. So yeah, that hasn't arrived yet, but I have 8 books to actually show you. And the first one that I have is The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin. This is a very short, very small non-fiction book. It's a collection of, well, can you say it's a collection of essays if it's just 2? I don't know. There are 2 essays in here. Both are concerned with racism in America, with how race structures life there, how that affects people's lives. I already read this. I really, really liked it, and I'm going to talk about this more in my part 2 wrap-up, which I'm going to upload in a couple of days because I haven't filmed it yet, because it's still technically January. The second book that I have is What I Loved by Siri Hustvedt. I read The Summer Without Men at the beginning of the month. I talked about this in my first wrap-up, which I will link down below. And I really, really liked it. And so I saw this at a charity shop for like €2 and I was like, yeah. So I don't really know what this is about. And there's no blurb on the back, so no idea. But I just want to get more into her writing because I really like the book that I've read. So we'll see what I think about this. Now the next book that I have is A History of the World in 10.5 Chapters by Julian Barnes. I read the first chapter of this for class, so I have a cultural studies class this semester, and we were talking about postmodernism, and we had a theoretical text on postmodernism. And then my professor uploaded the first chapter of this, and I really, really enjoyed it, so I thought I'll just get the entire book, because I've read other books by Julian Barnes before, and I think his writing is very interesting, and so I thought I'd give this one a chance. So basically what this book does is it goes through kind of world history, but it uses perspectives that you don't actually have. So the first chapter was about Noah's Ark, and it was told from the perspective of one of the animals on the ship. This animal which speaks is actually like even a stowaway, if that's how you pronounce it, and it's just hilarious. So it just really plays with the way that everything is portrayed in the Bible, and then just really like twisted, and I really enjoyed that, so I thought I'll get the entire book, and I'm really, really looking forward to reading this. So the next book that I have is Sula by Toni Morrison. I have only read one other Toni Morrison book before, which was The Bluest Eye, and then I saw Morgan at Morgan Gale talk about how she wants to read all of Toni Morrison's books this year, and I did not have the time to read Bluest Eye this month because that was what she read, but I thought, okay, I'll just join in February, and then like she's reading Sula in February, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna order this. I'm gonna link her video down below where she talks about how she wants to read every book by Toni Morrison, and yeah, so if you feel like joining in, then you have all the information there. Sorry if the angle was different now, I don't know, my camera just died, so I had to change the batteries. I don't even know why it just died on me, because it said that the battery was full, but then it was like, battery's empty. Yeah. Anyway, so I was talking about Sula. The only thing that I know about this book is that it's about a friendship between 2 girls, and that's really all I know. But I'm really looking forward to reading this because I really enjoyed The Bluest Eye. The next book that I have has been talked about quite a lot on BookTube, and it is Hidden Figures by Margot Lee Shetterly. So this is a non-fiction book which talks about those 3 African American women who helped the NASA, how do you pronounce that? I don't know. Calculate stuff for space. Yeah. I'm a bit annoyed that this is a film cover. I hate books with film covers. And when I ordered this, I thought that this was not a film cover. And there was another version you could have ordered with this cover, which was like €1 or €2, I don't even know, cheaper. But I thought, okay, this doesn't have a film cover, so I'm getting this one. And then it came and it has a film cover. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I don't like books with film covers. But I'm really, really looking forward to reading this. I'm also going to go to the cinema to see the film, which has not come out here yet. I think it's coming out the 1st or 2nd week of February, and I'm definitely going to see this. And I'm also really excited to read this book. So the next book that I have is Half of a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I read Americana last year, and it was one of my favorite books of last year, probably one of my favorite reads ever. So I decided to pick up another book that she wrote, and so I picked up this one. It is a historical fiction novel that follows 3 characters who are in Nigeria during the Civil War in the 60s. And this is all I know about this book, but I've heard quite some people say that they like this one even more than Americana, and I really liked Americana, so I'm very much looking forward to reading this. Also, can we just appreciate how beautiful those 4th Estate editions are? Like my Americana version was by this publisher as well. I think these versions are beautiful. They have like French flaps, and I'm really, really excited to read this one. Now, my second to last book that I have is a book that I think a lot of people on BookTube have read already, and it is Homegoing by Yaa Gyasi. This is the UK edition, which came out earlier this year. I think one of the first days of January. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, I think the US edition is very pretty as well, but it's just so pretty and has a kind of a red foil thing also on the spine. I just really like the way it looks. I have read this already, and I'm going to talk about this more in my wrap-up, but I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm very happy to have this beautiful book that I can put on my shelf. And the last book that I bought is a book that I've also read already, or I listened to it on audiobook, and it is The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. I listened to this on audiobook in the first half of the month, so I also talked about this in my part 1 wrap-up, which is linked down below, and I just loved it so much that I had to get like a hard copy, which was not what I had intended, because when I went to the library to get the audiobook, I thought, okay, this way I can save some money. I'm just going to listen to the audiobook and I don't have to spend a cent. And then I really liked it, and I thought, okay, I need the hard copy. I need to put it on my shelf in case I want to get back to this, because I really, really enjoyed it. Don't know what this is about. It's basically about this small, very kind of conservative town in England, where one person who's kind of like a middle-aged man, he dies very suddenly, and he was quite an important person in this town. So he was in the parish council, and he did a lot of things for the school, and he was just a very nice and lovely person, and he had a lot of friends, a lot of people liked him, and suddenly, so he's dead basically. And then this book follows a lot of people in this town, so it's a multi-perspective book, and basically, yeah, shows what this one death causes, what kind of consequences this dead person suddenly has for those different people in very different ways. I really enjoyed it. I loved the way she wrote so many different characters, and yeah, you can't go into this thinking it's Harry Potter, but it's brilliant. I talked about this a bit more in my wrap up, and I had to get it, so I did spend some money, but it was on sale on Book Depository, but so I don't feel as bad about it. Now, those were all the books that I bought this month. I'm a bit annoyed because I spend so much money on books. But yeah, so I've decided to go on a book buying ban for the next few months because I'm going to a book fair in March where I'm probably gonna spend a lot of money, and then there's my birthday in April, and I'm probably also gonna get a couple of books then. So I've just decided, I got quite some books for Christmas, I've got quite some books now, I have other books that I have on my shelf which I haven't read, so I'm just not gonna buy any books for the next few months. Might allow myself to buy books again in May, we'll see, but until then I'll just save my bank account a bit. But yeah, if you've read any of the books that I bought this month, I would be very interested to hear your thoughts on them. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.